Afternoon, everyone. Amy Lavery here, Master Trainer for Warrior Sculpt, here to share with you a little tip and a trick of the trade that I use to find success in some of my choreography in Warrior Sculpt specifically, but can be utilized in many other things, many other formats, in fact, life itself. So you may have heard of the rule of three, and if you're not familiar, you're just not aware of it. So we have those three bears, the three musketeers, the three stooges, being calm, cool, and collected, rock, paper, scissors. In fact, some of our very favorite formats that we have, like Extreme, for example, utilize the same principle. So in Extreme, again, we use base, build, power, three. In Warrior Sculpt, we have three base poses that we build from and sculpt from in segment 7, which I'm gonna demo here in just a moment. The reason for this, and it's kind of everywhere, if you think about acts in plays and music and the verses and choruses that you find, a lot of threes floating around. The reason being is that they know from research that the human mind commits things better to memory when there's a pattern present. So the pattern exists with a group of three as the smallest number where there's a pattern. So therefore, there's lots of threes around, right? So you can utilize this to your advantage. When you're teaching a class and you're building choreography, the beauty is there's so much creativity there and you have so much that you can work with and put on the table and wow your participants with. But here's the thing, if you throw too much at them, number one, they may not even commit any of it to memory. It may be too complicated and they're gonna forget, especially in segment 7 where you're doing everything on one side and moving then to the next side. They're not gonna remember anything. You're not gonna feel as successful. The other piece is when you're over choreographing and you're spending so much time building a movement pattern, you're not speaking to sensation in the body and using those creative cues that we like to see in Warrior Sculpt and other formats, of course, as well. So I'm gonna bring this to life in the Warrior 2 chunk of segment 7, where we have our hand weights. So let's try it, take it to the mat. So I like to talk about this particular pose just simply because it's asymmetrical. We're bent in one leg, we're straight in the other. Hips and shoulders are square and level. Obviously we have our hand weights. So from here, again, 1, 2, 3 coaching method. Sound familiar? There's your 3. Sinking down deep into that front leg, just gonna start them with a nice gentle row. So pulling elbow up toward the sky, releasing fingertips down toward the heel. And here, while they're moving, I can start to cue into movement and sensation, squeezing the shoulder blades back onto the back, relaxing shoulders away, and really sinking. Can you get half an inch lower toward the floor? Of course, the music is my guide, always in Warrior Sculpt, so utilizing that to my advantage. So this is the first piece. Second piece, we row all the way down toward the heel, and then reaching the arm up to the 45-degree angle, all the way back down. So squeezing, relaxing, expanding, back down, right? So this is the second piece. If you notice, all I did was build a sequence right on top of my row. And you keep them here long enough so they feel it. Again, music is your guide. Third piece, ready? Super easy. To get a little bit more range of motion, because remember, dynamic is the key. We tap in with the row, down, reach up to the sky, back to the floor. Tap, down, reach, relax. So all I did was take one movement, turned into 3, built on each one, rule of 3. So I guarantee you that your participants not only will feel successful there, but it makes it easier for you when you choreograph. You're not coming up with 3 entirely different moves. They all build one on top of the other. Very much like other formats that we do, but again, it's kind of nice to know that there's a method to your madness. Any comments, questions? I would love to hear your feedback. So you can type in the chat below this video and tell me maybe where you found success with the number 3. And if you haven't tried it, I challenge you to try it today. Thank you so much, Warriors. Namaste. I'm looking forward to hear your comments. Thank you. Have a great day.